Welcome to the Simply Financial Podcast. I'm your host, Christopher Calandra. This is episode number 28 of season number 4. Today I want to cover the top 5 benefits of having a financial plan. So, as regular listeners know, especially those that are clients of mine, I'm a certified financial planner, also known as a CFP. It's one of the most distinguished credentials in the financial planning, financial services industry. And the CFP board did a study and discovered that 30% of American households are what they called comprehensive planners. And comprehensive planners, they strategize savings, investments, retirement planning, things like education planning, emergencies, major purchases, as well as insurance needs. And so I want to talk about some of the key findings of this CFP board study. Creating and following a plan is not a full-time job. And I want to make that clear. It's a full-time job for me as I work with clients, but it doesn't have to be for you. You can do it on your own, and there are tools online. You could use spreadsheets or just traditional pad and paper. But CFPs like me and my firm, Elliott Wealth Management Services, certainly can help. That's what we're built for. But let's review the 5 key benefits. Number 1, a financial plan can accelerate savings. The CFP board study found that planners, I'm not going to say comprehensive planners every time, but planners save more. 57% of planners save over 10%. Non-planners, only 39% of them save over 10%. And so let me just point out that all 5 of these items I pulled out from the study very much square what I've seen and experienced, both in my own personal life as I've worked to build wealth for my family and I, but also what I have seen professionally over my 28-year career. So it makes sense. People that plan, they're paying attention, they're being purposeful, they are going to save more money on balance. Number 2, a financial plan instills confidence. The study found that 52% of planners are confident about reaching their financial goals versus only 30% of non-planners. Again, this makes sense. It squares with my own personal and professional experience. Having a plan, knowing what you need to do, instills confidence. And that's really important. And that brings us to number 3. In addition to instilling confidence, number 2, number 3 is a financial plan gives you peace of mind. It gives you peace of mind knowing that you could cover expenses, monthly expenses. It gives you peace of mind that you could fund your long-term goals. And that, of course, for most Americans, including building a nest egg for retirement. But also, having a financial plan gives you peace of mind when you're spending money and enjoying life, whether you're spending money on a night out or entertainment or travel or buying nice clothes, buying a nice car. I can speak to this in a very personal way. My wife Joelle and I are good planners, as you might expect. I think it's almost a requirement, right? And what I have found is that when we're consistently working towards our goals and we have a plan and we're working our plan, whatever money that we have left over that we can use to enjoy our life, it is very attractive to know that, hey, we could spend this money. We could even splurge. We like to eat out. We like nice wine. We like to travel, and we like to go on vacation. And when we do those things, we're often not very price sensitive. We're not crazy reckless, but we're not very price sensitive oftentimes. And it's great peace of mind because we can spend that money, really enjoy it with our family, and know that we're working our plan and we are working towards the achievement of our financial goals. So it's not just peace of mind that you're going to achieve financial goals. Most people would think of that. But I think it's almost maybe even more important, the peace of mind that you have being able to enjoy your money in the moment. And I find that to be a key part of this list for my own personal experience. Number 4, a financial plan can help you live comfortably. The board study found that 48% of planners described living comfortably. That's more than double what non-planners said about living comfortably, 22%. And now, if you think back to psychology class that you may have taken, it's tough to determine, are the people that are winning with money become planners, or do planners tend to win with money? I think there's a little of both. I mean, this is a big country, so there's all types of scenarios. But I think by and large, based on my experience, talking to hundreds, if not thousands of people over these many years, is that it's much more the latter, that planners tend to win with money. And I think this study bears that out. If you're not planning and you're just flying by the seat of your pants and not being purposeful, not working a plan, I think you're likely not to live comfortably, because the chances that something is out of whack, I think, goes up demonstrably. So number 4 is that a financial plan can help you live comfortably. Finally, number 5, financial plan can help you reach your goals. I think this is vitally important, and it is the capstone to the other 4. If you have a plan, if you work that plan and you follow that plan, and let me just say as a side note, these plans do not have to be rigid. They will change. You might make more money, you might make less money, you might be out of work. If you're like most Americans, some years may be really great and other years will be not so good. There'll be unexpected expenses. There'll be obstacles, some cases tragedies. Life will happen. These plans are not rigid, unchanging things. They are a living document that will need to be modified and amended routinely along the way. But a financial plan can help you reach your goals. The board study found that 50% of planners feel that they are on track to achieve their goals versus only 32%. Let me also point out, from the planning perspective, that many people will have a long-term goal, and this transcends finance. This is in a lot of areas. They'll have a goal. Let's say you're 30 years old and you have a goal of retiring wealthy at an early age. All right, well, that's a good long-term goal. It needs a little more specificity. You should have a goal for a certain amount of money at a certain date. Psychologically, that's very meaningful in terms of goal setting and allowing your conscious and subconscious mind work on the issue to help you achieve it. But that 30-year-old, even if they say, I would like to have X number of dollars at a particular date, that's good. That's an improvement over my first illustration. But short and midterm goals are very important, because that 30-year-old, lots of stuff's going to happen between 30 years old and whatever, let's say, their goal at 55. So you want to break it down into short and midterm goals, more digestible pieces that are part of the plan. How much are you going to save this year towards wealth building? Do you need to clean up debt first? Are you going to fund a 401k, and are you going to make it a pre-tax contribution or a Roth contribution? Things like that. You want to break it down into smaller parts. Another way to say it is you begin with the end in mind. I want to have X number of dollars at retirement or at a certain age. How much do I need to do each year? What assumptions am I going to make in my forecast? We do retirement analysis for clients all the time, and it really helps make clear the path they're on, how likely they are to achieve their goals, and in some instances, they may have to change some of what they're doing to increase the chances they get there. But it's not just the establishment of long-term goals. You need short and midterm goals as well, and focus on controlling what's controllable. If I have, again, sticking with that illustration, somebody who's 30 years old that wants to have X number of dollars at 55, there's a lot that we don't know. We don't know what their return is going to be, although we could look at historical performance, but we really don't know. We don't know what tax policy is going to be. We do not know what interest rate environment is going to be. We don't know what inflation is going to be. We don't know if the structure of retirement account offerings are changed by the government. We don't know what the trajectory of income will be. Will you make more money every single year, or will there be years when it goes down? We don't know that. And there's no way to know that because life will unfold and happen. But what we can control is saving 15% of our income consistently over time, as an example. And if you save for retirement 15% consistently over time, it would be very difficult to imagine that you wouldn't get out towards your retirement years and not be close to or have achieved your financial goals and be set up to have a very good and healthy retirement, healthy financially at least. So let's just review. Number 1 was a financial plan can accelerate savings. Number 2, a financial plan instills confidence. Number 3, a financial plan gives you peace of mind. Again, let me reiterate, it's not just peace of mind that you can achieve your long-term priorities, but it also gives you peace of mind when spending money and enjoying your life and living in the moment. And number 4, you have a financial plan, you're more likely to live comfortably. And number 5, a financial plan can help you achieve your goals. Of course, that's the capstone. Thank you very much for listening to this episode of the Simply Financial Podcast. I will be back with you on the next episode very soon. Please subscribe to the podcast. Go to iTunes, Stitcher, other platforms, and subscribe if you haven't already. And if you're listening to this and you'd like some information on establishing a financial plan, please check out our website, www.elliottwealth.com. At the Contact Us page, you could arrange for a complimentary consultation where we could discuss your goals and how we might be able to help you create and monitor a financial plan. We would love the opportunity to do that. Thanks again, and have a great day.
The views expressed are not necessarily the opinion of SagePoint Financial Incorporated and should not be construed directly or indirectly as an offer to buy or sell any securities mentioned herein. Investing is subject to risks, including loss of principal invested. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. No strategy can assure a profit nor protect against loss. Please note that individual situations can vary. Therefore, the information should be relied upon when coordinated with individual professional advice. Please note, the information being provided is strictly as a courtesy. When you link to any of the websites provided here, you are leaving this website. We make no representation as to the completeness or accuracy of the information provided at these websites, nor is the company liable for any direct or indirect technical or system issues or any consequences arising out of your access to your use of third-party technologies, websites, information, and programs made available through this website. When you access one of these websites, you are leaving our website and assume total responsibility and risk for your use of the websites you are linking to. Securities and advisory services are offered through SagePoint Financial Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Insurance services offered through Elliott Wealth Management, LLC, not affiliated with SagePoint Financial.